What's up, everyone? This is Switchable again, as usual. Well, this time is about Avatar, Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra questions. And it's not anything about the live action series of Avatar or the live action movie. Those two are completely off limits. I'm just saying it's just, hey, has been, well, pretty usual, as always. What else been happening? Not much. Just been relaxing most of the day. Saturday is usually the just calm day the most in the whole week. Am I right though, people? But for most part, weekends are usually, I don't know, calm, not much happenings. But as it is, I know for the fact that many of my friends actually have no problems with the weekends. Though some of my friends may actually prefer when it's actually getting warmer outside. But unfortunately, this is one thing that about spring and summer that most people actually is very uncomfortable. That's the pollen. When pollen season starts, oh boy, that's another very uncomfortable for many people. Stuffed nose, red eyes, and all that. Just no. Having pollen allergy is not it's not pleasant. That's for certain. But having allergies for pollens or anything like that, it just there are thousands or rather the millions of people around the world that when that season starts, how many people actually suffers from it. I'm not one of those many of those people, but I can suffer from I would say maybe a mild form of variant of the pollen allergies, but yeah, I wouldn't say no much about that, but I really have no any particular allergies. Not anymore. I used to have asthma years ago, but not anymore as much as yeah. So I really haven't really had a bad luck in my childhood. Well, other than that, and just been having my right arm broken in two places. That's pretty much it of that. But it's just it was just fantastic. I don't know why people say that, but okay. What else to do? Well, considering it's a weekend and 59 casual streams. Well, technically this would have been the 60th casual stream. We did have one about Mario, different games, all that, but let's say that was a complete disaster halfway through. So I'm considering to do another Mario game show stream at one point. Well, we did use one, but uh, it was end up being a complete disaster. It was deleted from stream at only halfway through, so or like that. So, anyways, well. Who is finally here? Well, we have Game Guy, which is would be Aang, Royce, Soka, and Dylan. Well, that's easy. They said that he could either be in, I can see him as either Momo, the flying lemur, or Appa. No, wait. Yeah, I can see Dylan definitely as Appa.
Could it be an animal? What?
Who knows? So what have you guys been doing though?
I've been doing all right. Yeah, I'm
It's Saturday.
tired. Well, with everything going on, I don't even know.
Hmm. So, of the Avatar characters, which one of you were favorites?
Is that what this one is? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Avatar. Oh, I watched that in a while. What I get, I suppose. Hmm. Eh. I kind of like them all equally, honestly.
have you seen the new one that they made? The live
God,
action
no.
version? Trust me, dude. I was.
Ain't gonna either. This guy, he's like, oh no, this one sucks. Every live action thing sucks.
Well,
It's not wrong.
this as you remember, the first live action they made back in 2010.
God, that one was so bad, dude.
Yeah, the live action Avatar from 2010 was so bad, but compared to this new one, it's pretty even worse. I mean, they added so many different ads into part of this. Like, you guys remember this owl spirit that they met up in his spirit's library? And when Aang ended up in the spirit world after he encountered this uh, giant panda spirit, in a new live action version, both Katara and Sokka end up in the spirit world along with Aang, and they encountered this owl spirit, but they could not understand him, but only Aang could. Another plot twist is that while they were in the spirit world, they actually, well, at least Aang encountered Yatso, his father figure that was because in the original series he died along with the others, but in the new version somehow he had his spirit transferred to the spirit world. I was like, okay, what? So they kind of did similar back when this was way before the live action series was even thought of, because back in the I think it was the second or was it first season? No, I think it was actually the second season. I think it was second season where Iroh, General Iroh, Zuko's uncle, did mention that he transferred after he thought that he was done in the mortal world. He left and went to spirit world. And I was like, even though the live action version of Iroh actually reminds me very close to as the original Iroh, but the live action series of Avatar, it was completely boring. It was complete. It was even way worse as the live action movie of Avatar. And it's just completely worse. Considering how many, I mean, I know for a fact there were plans of doing a live action of Avatar for at least for the past few years. And even the guys that created the series originally, they were part of it. But they eventually left. I think it was like mid production because they couldn't see eye to eye over their values and all that. And another thing is, as we know that what happened, like um, when Aang and the others, when and his friends, when they went to the Northern War tribe, things in that episode in the live action actually did end up almost as the original, except for a few details that Yue was actually engaged, and that her fiance was one of warriors. which Sokka didn't like. But in the original series, he survived the siege. But in the new version, he was killed. And it was so bad. I mean, even though they had this giant spirit fish of him, another thing is, in the original series, Shao, he uses firebending in order to kill the moon spirit. But the new live action movie, live series of Avatar, it was complete opposite. Instead, he used a knife that was made of material from the spirit world that once belonged to the Avatar Kuruk. Another thing about it, Avatar Kuruk himself, he actually made appearance and even talked to Aang in Northern Warren Tribe, even though that never actually happened in the original series. I was really confused. I mean, even though that even okay, we know that when Aang used Ruku in Fire Temple to have his power, Aang actually requested to do the same thing with Kuruk, but he refused for a reason. Because it turned out that he has those scars on his body, and it was badly for him, even though he's a spirit now. But it could have affected him. He couldn't handle the avatar state, even as a spirit. So I was really confused on that part, and I was like, okay. But another thing is, considering they had made a series of this one now, and I would not be surprised the second season is already on the way to being developed. There were some other Avatar series, or I think at least there was some talked about, like Avatar Kyoshi having her own series, and there were talks about making an Avatar Korra movie along with Last Airbender. And what I understand from the news, the new Avatar series movie that's gonna coming out next year. Oh wait, Code's here. Um, that one is gonna be as the original series, same characters but different voice actors because they are older and it's in the original series, like early to mid to late 20s. And the only difference what I found out when they're going to do this bending style, that it's going to be CGI. Only that's going to be the only one that's going to be some form of CGI style. And I was like, okay, this might be something. But considering all the bending styles they have, even in the original series, even the live action, they were all based on real martial arts styles. I think it's from like Shang Li style monks like that, and I mean, it is one of the best series that he actually made. The Last Airbender, the original series, way better. Legend of Korra, it was good, but I was the only thing that was I was taken aback how far advanced the world have been gone. Like cars, uh, airships, telephones, electricity, and all that stuff. I was really taken aback because if you look back in the original series, the world was like in almost like a medieval or like Middle Ages development. But in Legend of Korra, it had only been like 70 years, and they had from many Middle Ages, they had reached industrial age. And if there's going to be another Avatar series based on the next Avatar after Korra, I may wonder how far the series will be and how much the world will be developed further. Like, is this thing now in the Legend of Korra is I think I had to say this early 1910, 1920s in the development, but based on the car designs and all that. So if there would be another Avatar series, it's a question. Would have been even more advanced, like cell phones, computers, maybe spaceships? Think about it. In less than 70 years after The Last Airbender, the new Legend of Korra, they had developed so far. And it's incredible how things are that. And there were some fans who was a little bit taken aback, but also at the same time was a little bit disappointed. And they didn't like it, they were so much. But there was one other thing that I really was surprised of skyscrapers. Especially in the Republic City, they have skyscrapers. But if you look at many other places, there weren't any. Oh, bye, Retro. Retro's in the backstage there. But, okay. But yeah, so there was a lot of difference. But if I had to say, based on the previous avatars, that my favorite would have been definitely Roku. There have been a few other avatars that there were one avatar, Salani, where there at least been a few mentioned in the comics and some, I think, in form of uh some of those like a role playing game books, something like that. But they were not mentioned, like say which nation it came from. Hey, but if you guys could be any avatar, which nation would you belong to?
Eh, I don't really know.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I am about to say either World Tribe or Air Nation or Neromed. I wouldn't. I wonder how they wouldn't how it would be like being part of the fifth nation. They
Hey,
were
by the
actually.
way, I just realized something.
Hmm?
Today's the 20th of April, so it's 420. So today's weed day.
Guess so. Yeah, you're right.
Cody's favorite day. Finally, it's here. Is that what that means? I wasn't sure about that. Be
Hmm?
green. Get at.
Oh boy. I don't even know. Who even knows, man?
Well, apparently Cody would be for fire. That's how that works.
Oh boy.
After
Oh,
Rooster Teeth shut down, the guys who made that battle are trying to work on how to keep that battle from being cancelled.
oh
Who's Rooster
shoot.
Teeth?
What happened?
I think I made a slight different here because I think the questions that we have for the avatar, I think we actually had those had it once before.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think, but I'm not so sure. Hey, this is just gonna be a pain in the ass sometimes, but boy, this just well, I will take a look at first, just since we probably won't even start until eventually, but this luckily for me, I can just look at the previous Avatar quiz or Gameshow stream Let's see here live. Come on. Let's see here. Come on, where are you? Let's see. Nope, not that one. What was the previous avatar? There we go. Let's see. But this might be a little bit take a while since my computer will be, well, not the computer itself, but internet will be slow since I now StreamYard, which is always, but for some odd reason. And I will know for sure if this quiz I have on Avatar, if it has been used or not, after by just listening to the first question of the previous Avatar quiz that we had, or at least the Gameshow stream. So if it doesn't match with the same first question, then you're safe. But if it is, well, then I have to take another topic to pick from. Um, well, considering I have like
Yeah.
20, I mean,
They're all
considering I had like,
those.
well, considering I had 20 cryptic quiz, especially one that's 248 questions. But that one is for Halloween, so that's no worries. Oh boy. But worst case scenario, I might have to think of one of those I have for as a movie quiz. Yes, that's a worst case scenario though, but okay. But how's the weather over there by you guys?
Yeah, it's sunny and warm
Huh.
and stuff. stuff.
So, how is for you though, Cody? Since you live the quite opposite side of the country from them. Oh,
Yeah, I think he might be a
Deku
little bit
from
closer to me, but
huh.
I don't even know where you were.
My Hero Academia. Well, be honest, I wasn't much of a fan of that series. I did try to give it a chance though, but no. Rooster Thieves. I did actually read somewhat about that on Wikipedia, and this was way before this series that it was shut down. Is that one of the people was accused of I think it was either sexual assault or sexual harassment or something, and one of the people that actually was working it also was
Oh dear,
fired.
that's
Yeah, and one of them was actually also fired. I think it was someone they hired or was it actually one of the staff? I think it was abusing his wife. But I don't remember exactly the details, but since I did read about it, that was about a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not sure. Okay. This might take a while. Well, Yoni, even even if that battle might be shut down along with, even though that Rooster Teeth are shut down, it's possible that that battle can actually still be continued by by the people. But if I remember right, there is a channel that's making their own death battles. That's two guys talking about. I think it was one was Pinky against Deathpool and Raven against Twilight in one. And I think it was even Discord was one of them also. Hmm.
We Day, apparently. I don't even know. Who's Starscream? No. Probably from an anime. Oh, right. You never watched anime. Yeah, I'm not a big anime guy. From Transformers. Guess what I never watched? Yeah, I have a history with the Transformers. I wanted to get into it, and then I didn't for some reason. Probably because I'm not like a big fan of cars and stuff. Like they're cool and all, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, whoa, this car transformed into a robot. Whoa, that's interesting. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that interesting to me. I think it's been done before, if that makes sense. Hmm. Well, you did watch the Kirby one. Oh yeah, the fucking Kirby anime was so good. It wasn't that good. This was the best we had. Hard to be the best you had when there was only one. True. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe if I rewatch the Transformers, so I'll get back into it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I just checked the previous Avatar quiz game stream we did, and we just say it was not the same. There's not the same question, so I wasn't really sure about it, but it wasn't. I mean, we can always start. Go there. Do you want to take part or just want to watch?
Now, here's the thing. You know the most about Avatar. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Oh. Which is why which is why I haven't watched the live action thing yet, because I know it's gonna suck. When my enjoyment
Yeah,
will be
it
up there.
does. Excuse my French, but the live action sucks ass. It sucks so bad.
Remember,
They
we
put
gotta be a
some.
little careful about that because Cody's not a big fan of swears.
Yeah,
That was I totally didn't know that.
but the news layers of the live action of Avatar, they have how to say they really messed up that series, but they put in so many different parts on
But we're talking
later
about Avatar,
episodes.
not
Yeah,
Transformers,
so
Cody.
uh, the live action Transformers. I if you're like seeing like those Dark Knight and the Falling Behind a Dark Moon, Extinction, Age of the Extinction,
Not all of them, I don't think.
those those movies I really have seen, but
I
not
don't
all
think
of
any
them.
of you guys.
I really
Right.
hadn't even seen the last one they made.
Dylan can
I
take
hadn't.
yours then. Right.
Cody, have you seen the last one they made? The one with Unicron showed up.
Which one is mine? Yours is yellow. They
Uh,
both look
I
yellow.
haven't. I haven't
Not
seen
the
that
one's
one, and
yellow.
I
Yeah, I know
like
which
this one
one.
TV either.
Yeah. Well, like some shows work in live action. I mean, Transformers kind of works, but
Yeah,
eh,
you know what the
everything
funny
else.
thing is? You know what the funny thing is? I think it was, I don't know, remember exactly which one of the Transformer movies, but unless there was no Transformers, but there was this company. They were actually making their own Transformers from scratch, and they had developed this technology that making this they can there was how to describe it there was like floating cubes or something, and they could have those cubes or those patterns transform into any object they wanted, all from a coffee machine to a rifle. But there was one character from a different show that they made, Rainbow Dash. Quite literally made like an actual replica of Rainbow Dash that you can, not living one, but was just like a toy. Before then, it was transformed to something else. I was like, is that the actual first reference, a crossover between MLOP and Transformers? Well, if that was been the case, not like the first one, since they actually made that as a comic series where they Decepticons and Autobots somehow end up in Equestria. After that, the space bridge transporter or teleporter they used was interrupted by Chrysalis' magic spell. She wanted to create new changelings, and her magic spell, for odd reason, was connected to the space bridge and forced, like, pulled them in to the Equestria. Starscream ended up arrived to Manhattan and declared himself as king or emperor, and forced everyone there to polish his body, and even wearing a like a royal robe and a crown. And one of the opponents that was forcing to polish his body was Rarity. And one particular character that also appeared, Sombra, and he somehow used his powers to uh, mind control. So Megatron, along with Decepticons, actually made a temporarily peace treaty, or at least an alliance, with the Autobots in order to stop Sombra. And considering it, for one thing, is that Megatron has not always been a Decepticon. He used to be an Autobot before, and he was even Optimus' lieutenant. But that was even before Optimus was even a Prime. And yes, Optimus Prime was not his original name. Prime is a title. And in this one of the comics from back in the 80s, he died, and his body was sent out in space. And next one to take over was I think his name was Magnus. And even not only that, Cybertron, the whole world, in a part of the original series from the 80s comics, the planet used to be a giant transformer. Another thing is, in the latest live action of the Transformers, Unicron, who is a giant version of a Transformer, actually were the planet Earth. He was somehow transformed to a planet, and he was the planet that eventually was to be Earth. And the original creators of the Transformers was an organic life form, and well, in this new series, a new franchise that they made, and they send off bombs and try to destroy life on Earth. They literally wiped out the dinosaurs and all that. And even though in the first we saw those the creators of the Transformers or the other dead species, the only ones I've seen was an arm. But in the last one they made was they actually there was revealed that the Unicron, the giant version of this their enemy, he was the actual planet in dormant state. If they had activating the giant pyramid in Giza in Egypt, if he awakened, the planet Earth, would as we know it, would have ceased to exist. He literally draws the energy itself from planets in order to survive or get stronger. It's pretty bad. I mean, if I had the original series, if I had to pull like Transformers myself, I had to say from G1, the first generation from the 80s. There were one other that I did like. What was it? Transformers Armada. They literally had these smaller versions of Transformers. They weren't even big, and they weren't even compared to like if we're standing next to Optimus. This one would even be as big as probably let's say maybe 6, 7 feet tall at most. They were like almost like an average human size, and some of them actually could have been transformed into one. There were three different small ones that then transform into a sword. I used to actually have one of those as a toy when I was younger, and they could even adapt it. Said like they can even put themselves on a transformer, even a Decepticon or an Autobot. And when that happened, the Autobot or even Decepticon's power would increase, like multiplied. They would get stronger, and they used to even battle against each other back on Cybertron for that last actually millions of years. Back in the first generation, when they have how they end up on Earth, um, the Autobots they were part of it. They fled in a ship which crashed into a volcano during the time of dinosaurs, but they were all completely knocked out. They weren't awakened till like millions of years later until the ship's computer activated after an earthquake. And the computer was acting like an AI and send out smaller uh, probes around the world to scan the different vehicles like planes, trucks, you name it, and went back to the ship and took those Autobots and Decepticons was actually on the ship and scanned and gave them the form. But the problem is the computer could not determine, couldn't separate like tell them apart who was an Autobot and Decepticon. So the computer by accident actually gave some of the other Decepticons even the same ability. Only thing is that Megatron actually guesses he doesn't transform to like an actual vehicle or anything. He is transformed to like a giant version of a pistol or revolver. So that is just so.
Roll. Let's see what you get.
But the first generation of Transformers is actually even better, to be honest. That's usually is.
14, not bad.
So should we start?
Yes, well, suppose we could.
Since
Yeah, we could do that.
so who goes to go first?
You can go
Well, now
first.
you're.
Well, okay then.
I had to do this change your name since Dylan's name doesn't.
There we go. Let's just put a plus in there. Look at that. It fixed itself. Boom. Dylan can go first. He's never even here. Hilarious. You didn't change my name. So you're Ray now. Well, damn. I'll just go
Right is
down
the.
to like fucking whatever it is.
I mean, if you're okay, if you was Stingray, right is Stingray.
Yo, I don't hate that.
You're a stingray. No.
I can see code game guy as if you guys would have been sharks, I can see
Okay.
game guy as hammerhead shark, Roy is perhaps a tiger shark, and Dylan probably great white.
No, you know what I see you as?
Hmm.
I see you as a what are they called? The swordfish.
Oh, nice.
You guys may not know this, but there is actually even a shark species in Sweden on the west coast.
Really?
I
What's it
think
called? Shark called.
actually I think it's like two different shark species on outside on the west coast, but I only know at least one of them. The one I know of, you can actually swim next to it. It's completely harmless. It only eats smaller fish. It's a okay. Um, apparently this can actually be found in the southern Atlantic, Mediterranean, Black Sea, and apparently southern Pacific. But it's even around the North Atlantic, the West Sea, and in the Swedish west coast in June, and a rare case in the southern part of Baltic Sea. But in English, what's it called?
What's it
Okay,
called?
okay. I was not expecting this, but okay. Spiny dogfish, spur dog, mud shark, or piked dogfish.
Those are great names.
I mean,
They
it's just
really are. I'll tell you something.
oh,
That's ridiculous.
okay. Okay, if it was a whale shark, if we were in a boat and it was a whale shark, I will put you in there. But you don't have to worry.
Does. Does.
But they will. I mean, you don't have to be worrying it. Even like you can actually go front. You can even put your arm inside the whale shark's mouth, or even your head in that. But it won't even bite you because you know that there's nothing like it only eats planktons. You can literally sit on its back on it without it even harm you. That one is actually one of the big, um, but a big mouths. There was actually one shark I read about it recently. Um, what was it called? Oh, mega mouth shark. It's rarely seen by people. It's about 17 feet long. Likely though, they can only be seen on the west coast of the US, not even your part, and was discovered in 1976. Hmm. So, who could go first?
Dylan can go first. He's never around, so I'm fine with that.
So who goes next after him? Me or you?
Call it high or low.
Well, there you go. I guess. I don't know. I'll say low.
I think middle.
Middle. There is no middle.
10's technically middle. I'm going first. It got 18 actually.
That was 19 for a second.
Dylan, you could take this dice because apparently
Probably doesn't need one.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have. It's only two here, plus the giant one that's just chilling over there.
Okay. Let's see here. When Avatar Korra first arrived in Republic City, she encountered one of the organized crime groups. Which one did she encounter? A. Kai Triad. B. Creeping Crystal Triad. C. Triple Threat Triad. Or D. Red Monsoon Triad.
Is this one the original or the sequel? I think it's the sequel, yeah. Cora. Alright, give that
Yeah,
dice.
it is.
You using a D20 is so jarring to me. You're using the yellow one is jarring because I'm so used to using the other one because we just share. You did not just get a 20 on your first roll. Get out of here. Well, I suppose that's a D, so D. It's not just a D, it's a
Not
super D.
exactly C. Triple Threat Triad.
Well,
You should have been around here yesterday. Your brother had only a lot of ones, a lot of A's, like very low.
I don't want to talk about it. It was one of those days.
So who's next?
I'm next. Because Roy lost
Right.
the
Before Cora joined the Fire Ferrets as their waterbender, what was the name of the former waterbender of the team? A. Senna, B. Hasok, C. Tonrak, or D. Who or Hugh?
Oh
Like
boy, I don't remember.
Hou.
Using my dice. Alright, you got a 20. I can't beat that, but let's see if I can get close. I did not get close. A final.
Wrong, exactly. B. Hasok.
What did you
Senna
get?
is.
I got 3.
so,
I don't want to talk about it. Having one of those days.
yeah.
One of those weeks,
And
actually.
so Hasok was the one that was the former team member. Senna is Cora's mother, and Tonrak is her father. And Hugh is actually from the Foggy War tribe. I think the one that's actually where the team Avatar encounter who told them about the swamp, who actually was hiding behind some of those vines. If I remember correctly, it was. Okay, number 3 for you, Doroy. After the Hundred Year War, the waterbending skill bloodbending was banned. Who was it suggested that it had to be banned? A. Katara, B. Zuko, C. Sokka, or D. Aang?
Well, it wouldn't be Aang. He wouldn't know about it because he was stuck in the damn iceberg thing.
No, after the war's over.
Oh, after. Never mind. Oh my goodness. Well, it wasn't the. Well, that would have been talked about in the sequel, but maybe not. I don't think it'd be Aang. Still, I'm gonna go Katara.
A.
Yeah.
Exactly A.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, you could actually.
She's the water master, so.
Well, true. Even though Aang is also a waterbending master, since he is the Avatar.
Yeah, but she was one
and
before him, technically, so.
well, true. And even though Ahsoka is also the Fire Lord, Sokka, well, he did eventually become a counselor or chancellor part of the United Republic Council. But Katara is the one who actually had him banned. Since Yakone, the crime boss, he was the one of the few that actually had the ability to use it. And during his trial around 128 AG, it was also already banned by them. So I think it's possible that this bloodbending skills was banned from sometimes shortly after the war was over, probably around the same time as the city was even built. But not so sure about that since they were not precise. But anyways, number four, which organized crime within the Republic City is the oldest? A. Agni Kai Triad. B. Red Monsoon Triad. C. Triple Threat Triad. Or D. Creeping Crystal Triad.
Bloody hell, this is what I get for not watching that. You have some homework to do when you get back to the UK. Enough of that. Nice catch. Nicer catch. Alright, try this again. Yeah, that's a fitting number. Well, okay. B, final.
B. Wrong exactly. C. Triple Threat Triad.
Oh,
And
damn. It definitely didn't
of
work.
all of this actually are all of them is actually official triads or organized crime. Triad itself is a reference to China for organized crime, but only a few of those have actually made appearance in the series. But only one of them, some of them actually only made mentioned in some of the comics that was took afterward all this. Some of them are actually only have firebenders, one have like waterbenders, and there are in fact, I believe, I don't even remember exactly how many there are. I think at least a dozen of them. Smaller, bigger ones, and who knows. Number five for you, game guy. Hard question. The building the top used as her metal bending academy used to be something else. What was it used for before she turned into the academy? A. Council meeting hall. B. Firebending school. C. Storage. Or D. A family home.
I'm pretty sure it was the fire bending school. I'm gonna go with that.
B. Ding ding ding, exactly B. And this was the only one that also only been seen in the comics.
I haven't even read the comics, but I remember hearing that somewhere, so it's probably a YouTube video. Yeah, probably.
You know, one of the students of her is his name. He called himself the Dark One, but his real name is Mushi Gushi Lapuchi the Third.
It's a great name. Wait,
yeah, but he
I just realized it ends with the third, meaning there was two other people named that. In the story. Well, there you go, I guess. Family, not story.
this is how his name actually spells.
What the bloody hell?
Yeah,
Looks like you just
that is his actual name.
Oh yes,
That
the
is
best name. Muchi Gucci Lapucci the third.
you know,
Just make it better
if
with the
Roy
best.
had a son and he probably like, oh yeah, we can probably
I
name
ended
this.
that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want to have a damn seizure every time I say his name.
well, I'm gonna say from this.
It seems like one of the writers got a little drunk. Oh damn.
I mean, even if you would have been meant, even if you
That's
did have, if you had a son and you named like something like that, I can tell you right now, that kid will be bullied in school. And
He
as
most certainly would.
yeah, but this character he preferred to be known as Dark One. Even though this was probably one of the unique names in the series, with the franchise. Like
Oh, you know something? I really
what?
wish there was an S and an E after the chi. Because then it'd be Moo Cheese. And of course, Goo Cheese.
And who could forget Lapucci's? Oh god, get out of here. It's cheesy. Literally. How does a question based off of Mochi Gucci Lapucci? I'm not gonna get used to that.
Anyways, let's continue. Number 6. The organized crime Creeping Crystal Triad had its headquarters in a location in Republic City. And where did he have their HQ? A. Underground. B. Earth and Fire Refinery. C. Harbor. Or D. Skyscraper.
Uh, gee. You mean go cheese? God damn it, Kyle. Uh, oh man, I don't remember this. So, which dice is mine? You're not using any. Remember, you said you know so much about this series that you weren't going to use any. Apparently, you don't know that much about the series.
Well, considering
Whatever.
though, but considering that this is only been happening, this particular name of the character, this riot, was only mentioned in the comics, never in the series.
That would be why, because I've never read the comics. You have homework to do as well. Looks like I do. That's some. I'm just gonna use Dylan's. Why mine? I don't know. You got a 5. How did I get lower than Dylan did? Whatever. A final.
Not exactly B.
Well.
And you know what the funny thing is? United Republic City wasn't not its original name where it first founded. I think it was actually, let's see here, United Republic. Here we go. Was actually named what was the original name? Let's see here. Cranefish Town.
It's a great name.
And part of the city still actually had a name, which is actually one of the oldest buildings. And this Earth Fire Refinery is actually a factory which actually was built around the same time when this Cranefish or Republic City was built. And one of the owners was actually Toth's own father. And you guys remember the Cabbage Man, right?
Yep.
He actually, when he saw one of those Ford trucks at this place, he immediately fell in love with machinery. So he stopped using cabbage as a living and started using machinery. And in fact, he's actually had a son who developed a car factory, and his factory, Cabbage Corps. That is so great. Anyways, number 7. After Kuvira was defeated, where did Asami and Korra go together as a vacation as a couple? A. Fire Nation. B. Northern War Tribe. C. Spirit World. Or D. Earth Kingdom.
Oh, I believe I know this actually. C final.
You said C. Ding ding ding, exactly C. And that actually happened in the series itself. In the final episode, they were actually standing by this portal.
Yeah,
even though
I mentioned that like to him at some point, and then he remembered it.
Yeah, and I don't remember if I don't remember this, but the same episode, um, the current Earth King Wu is actually planning to do abolish the monarch system, to have Earth Kingdom to be separate province, to be its own independent country or state. But based on the comics, it didn't end up so well. Unlike since
And
I think
by the
I
way,
think
how many cousins are in this one?
uh let's see.
Pretty sure it's 82. That's what you told me.
Nope. 150.
What? Oh, jeez.
Nah, it's just only 81.
You were one off, Kyle. How dare I get it off by one?
But yeah, Kuvira as a character, you would not underestimate her. You would not taken her lightly. One of her former subordinates, one of her commands, took Asami, Mako, and brainwashed them. Quite literally brainwashed them, including even Prince Wu. But they were later unbrainwashed. I don't even know how that even worked. Okay, number 8. When Varek and Shu Li Moon was getting married, who was the one that performed the ceremony? Was it A. Tenzin, B. Korra, C. Bolin, or D. Raiko?
Don't know. Gonna have to roll for that. I'm gonna say you're gonna get a 7. You think?
He's probably getting 1.
You got one off. I got an 8. How did you do that? I don't know. I'm just a good guesser, I guess. I didn't guess it right, but I got close. Okay then. All right, B final.
E. Wrong, exactly. C. Bolin.
That was
Bolin.
freaky how you did that. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Oh. Well, if you manage to do that again, I'd be like, well, I'm gone. That's freaky. Anyways, number 9. Avatar Korra has an animal companion named Naga. What kind of animal is Naga? A. Platypus bear. B. Polar bear dog. C. Shirisu. Or D. Arctic camel.
Oh, come on. That's easy. B final.
Ding ding, exactly B. Polar bear dog.
I
They
heard
actually
somewhere,
did.
I heard somewhere that was originally going to be Aang's pet, but for some reason they didn't make it. That went with the whatever it was, but yeah, with Appa.
Yeah,
You told me
they
that
were actually.
So
I have always wondered how did even Korra even encounter or even met Naga in the first place. They actually did made a comics based on some of that during her training with Katara, and turned out that she found Naga as a puppy and raised it. Oh, funny story. I saw this video on YouTube only a couple of days ago. A man was walking around in the Canada's wilderness in the snow. We found this almost half frozen dead puppy. When he took it home, he raised it. But shortly after they started beginning better and started growing, he made a really quite discovery. It wasn't a dog that he found. It was an actual wolf. And I guess that's then why that he assumed it was a dog, because wolf puppies are usually, or wolf cubs are usually similar to as a puppy of a dog. Well, certainly to some breeds of dogs, but he decided to keep it, and they traveled all alone in the wilderness together. That's impressive. But if that happened in Sweden, yeah, let's say you would end up being either a series of fine or jail because that's illegal. Same thing with plenty birds like eagles, hawks, you name it. Oh, number 10. I'm pretty sure you guys do know this one. Team Avatar came across an abbey that was run by nuns, and the nuns were making something, and what were they making? A. Teas, B. Medicine, C. Perfumes, or D. Spices.
Who's this for? I think it's
Uh,
me. Goes Mark. It was not for you. It's for Dylan, I think.
yeah, it is.
No, I should have had 11, right? 1, 4, 7, 10. Yeah. I don't know. Just take it. Roll that.
Wait, who is after Roy?
Well, it's Dylan, me, and then Roy. So Dylan's next.
Yeah, so that is his question. Because
Hmm.
here Roy had the polar bear with the Naga
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna say you're gonna get a 19. You got a 14. Oh well, it's kind of close. Sorta, not really. Well, 5 away isn't that far. So anyway, that's D, right? Yeah, that's D. All right. C final.
C. Ding ding exactly C. Perfumes. If you guys remember that episode when the body hunter
Yeah.
June, when Katara literally used the perfume in those urns and like with the board bending, that's pretty impressive how she can actually use that. Number 11. The current Fire Lord Usumi has one son named Iroh, and how many daughters does she have? A. 2, B. 3, C. 1, or D. 4?
I don't remember. That's gonna have to be a roll for me. I'm gonna keep doing this because I think it's fun. At some point, you're gonna get it right. I got close with you and kind of close with Dylan. I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with 1. How do you keep doing that? I got a 2. How do you keep getting 1 away from me? What is happening? That's just how it goes sometimes. You were 1
Roy,
away.
you're creepy.
That's scary. You're scaring me. Anyway,
Yeah.
A final.
A. Don't exactly B. C.
Kind of
1.
right. You were 1 away, and I went with 1, so I'm kind of right. No, that's a stretch.
So yeah, Sumi has one daughter, which hasn't been given an official name and has never been mentioned in the series.
Hmm. Really?
Yeah,
It's the son that matters, not the daughter. I don't know,
I
man.
think is that since they actually made this uh family tree
Cereal.
of their old family, so
A little bit, yeah.
number 12, hard question.
For me,
Viper was a what?
nothing.
Viper was a member and the latest leader of one of the organized crime groups in Republic City, and which one was he member of? A. Triple Triad, Fred Triad. B. Red Monsoon Triad. C. Agni Kai Triad. Or D. Creeping Crystal Triad.
Remember the riot, Roy. Hmm. I think D final.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. A. Triple Fred Triad.
Damn.
I haven't watched much of. Well, I have watched a lot. I've watched Korra, but it's been a while. So
Same here. Number 13. After after Bowling went missing, Cora and Mako went to a boy named Scoochie,
that's a great name.
and that he was an informant and a pickpocketing thief. But where did they find him? A. Harbor. B. Central Station, City Station. C. Warehouse. Or D. Underground.
Well, I don't know. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna guess again.
I swear to God, Roy, if you get one off again, I'm gonna scream at you.
I'm gonna say you're going with 9.
2.
I got a 13. I got close again.
C, final.
C. Wrong exactly. B. Central City Station.
What if I'm gonna get one off when you roll again?
Probably.
If that happens, I will be creeped out.
I'm already creeped out.
You know
Number
what? I'm not gonna
14.
use the dice. I'll say go with D. No.
Okay, if Roy gets this right again, he will have to sleep outside.
That's not too bad. It's actually not that bad out. It's like 40 something at night, so you're gonna need a coat and a blanket.
And bug spray.
Uh, no. Only boxers. Nothing else. No spray. Nothing.
Well, I hope you enjoy getting tons of, viruses from mosquitoes.
Yeah, fucking mosquitoes. I hate those things so much. So
True.
obnoxious.
Yeah, they are really. You. One of the funny thing is, there were actually many years ago. I did see this a newsreader clip. A man from Sweden actually collected the buzzing sound from the mosquitoes to make music.
It's probably the most kindest
That's
thing they've ever
some.
been used for.
Well, here's the thing. You know that many different sounds, like sea from the ocean, like the wind in the trees, maybe light rain, can is use some you know relaxing music for fall asleep. What if someone actually came up with this idea of using the sound of mosquitoes? I would say it would have been a good hit.
Not too sure who would find that relaxing, though.
I wouldn't. I mean, if I had
No
that
one
sound,
would, I
I
think.
would immediately cover myself.
I'm pretty sure the sound of mosquitoes is giving everyone PTSD at some point.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Anyways, number 14. Gumu was a member of the United Forces, and what was his duty in the forces? A. Navigator. B. Telegraph operator. C. Soldier. Or D. Engineer.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a roll for me. I don't remember. Well, it's that time of the day again.
All right, just get it over with. What do you think I'm gonna get?
5.
10.
You didn't do it. Swedish was actually closer. I got a 7.
Hmm.
B, final.
B. Ding ding ding. Exactly. B. Telegraph operator.
Wait, the 7 worked.
If you guys had maybe this, you would remembered when Cora arrived to the Republic City, when she went in the park, when she met this guy from the was came out from the bushes. That is Gumu, and he's a non-bender, and he actually lied about his actual age so that he can join the forces. I think he was about 14, 15, something like that. Anyways, number 15. How old were Gumu in the book 4 Balance? A. 54 years. B. 57 years. C. 55 years. Or D. 59 years.
I think that's. I think it might be D. Yeah, I'll go with D. Final.
D. Ding ding ding, exactly D. 59 years old.
Nice.
Number 16. Trick question. Did Todd's second daughter Sujin help members of Terra Triad during a robbery as a getaway driver? Yes or no?
Uh, no.
Wrong, exactly. Yes, she did. I can say that right now. The one that actually responded to that call was Lynn, her older half sister. And if you remember the scar she has on her face, that actually happened around that time. One of those cables from this officer's as standard split half, which hit her in the face, and Toph was really tired of all this, so she ripped that report apart in half and literally sent off her younger daughter to her grandparents so that have this just you know dismissed. I was surprised that Toph was willing to go so far to cover up her own daughters involved in a crime and sending off that and without getting her sent any actual punishment. I think that was the reason why that Lin and Sujin hadn't even talked in a number of years. I mean, I can't even imagine how Topher felt like she found out her young daughter was part of a getaway driver for one of those crime balls, the crime organizations. Like, really? I just, you know, it was. I cannot even imagine. But based on her appearance and how her expression, she was both frustrated and upset, but also disappointed. I mean, if that was my kid, yeah, I would have felt understand why Toph felt so disappointed her only young daughter was involved in this robbery and that she had to cover up her older that crime and send off her daughter to her grandparents in well I mean understandable that Toph was frustrated and disappointed on this. I mean I even know. But at least though Sujin and Toph reconciled some years later after that she had built her own city in Earth Kingdom, Zalfu. Anyways, number 17. What year was Gumu born in? A. 112 AG, B. 110 AG, C. 115 AG, or D. 114 AG?
This is you, I think. Um. All right, let me think. Um, God, I'm gonna have to roll. Taking yours, Kyle. My poor dice.
What do you do,
Or you're gonna
Roy?
guess your own roll. Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm gonna say I gotta roll a 9.
Probably
Those fell on
12.
the. Ah! Oh
What?
my! You gotta be kidding me! That's ridiculous. He got a 1. Well, it happens sometimes. Damn, that's ridiculous. Uh, well, go ahead. You got a super A. Right. A final.
Wrong side. Let's see. 115 AG. Well, Game guy. Hope you know that this one.
Great. What?
Number 18, hard question. Zuko's grandson Iroh is a high-ranking officer within the United Forces. What kind of rank does he have? A. General. B. Colonel. C. Admiral. Or D. Lieutenant?
Well, I didn't hear it. It's gonna be a nice anyway, but let's see here. I might as well jump in on the phone. I'm gonna say you get a 10. No, you're doing it. Actually, you got 2 away, not 1, but I got an 8. I still a B though, so B final.
Not exactly. A. General. Do you know what the funny thing is? The voice actor for General Iroh is actually even the one who made for Zuko.
Hmm.
That's gonna be strange. Assuming, I mean, when I first find out there's gonna be his grandson appearing in the first season of Legend of Korra, I first thought maybe that they were gonna use a different actor, but nope, it was the same voice actor. Number 19. Gumu encountered Avatar Korra shortly after she arrived in Republic City, but where did he encounter her? A. Harbor. B. City Park. C. Warehouse. Or D. Central City Station.
That seems very specific. I'm gonna go with D final.
Hmm?
Going with D.
D. Exactly. B. City Park.
Well, I can see why you thought that. Oh, it's kind of specific.
Number 20. How many sub-skills is there within the waterbending? A. 3. B. 4. C. 2. Or D. 1.
Which one?
How many sub-skills is there within the waterbending?
Water
3,
bending.
4, 2, or 1.
Hmm. Well, there's blood bending. I know that. Because perfume bending's kind of like that, so that's 2.
Well, the part perfume? No, that's actually it's not the sub-skills.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but alright. There was mercury bending. That's kind of liquid. So
No,
2.
that's metal bending.
But mercury is technically a liquid.
Yeah, but it's actually metal.
It's a metallic liquid. Alright, smart
Yeah, but I
ass.
don't think it's the same. I don't think it would even worked.
Wouldn't that require both then? If it's a liquid and metal, wouldn't that mean you need both water and metal, or earth, I guess, or whatever metal is? I don't even know. I guess, but either way, well, blood bending is definitely 1. I know that. Uh, hmm. Oh wait, ice bending. That's 2. Uh, oh, this ice is for some reason counted as Earth because it's technically a solid, but nah, they wouldn't do that. That's a little silly. I think it's 2. Would be 3. Nah, I'll go with 2. So I'll go with 2. Final, whatever 2 was.
You go with 2. That was C, but not exactly. A. 3.
Really? What's the third one?
The second one is healing.
Oh, healing. Yeah, that's right. Oh wow, I
But
totally
here's the
forgot about
thing.
that.
But here's the thing: fighting styles. That is a number of like uh, ice blade, ice claw, ice hook, and all that. But it's just different. But uh, let's see here. Water sub skills. Well, this is sub skills. Let's see here. Sub skills. I hear special bending techniques. Maybe this is yeah. Water bending is blood bending, healing, and spirit bending. Spirit bending
Could
is
have
a
sworn I
technique that
seen
her yeah. The spirit bending is actually a technique which her uncle Unalog invented, I believe. I'm not so sure though, but especially when he used the actual water to purify dark spirits into light. That's a special that.
I remember the
Number
spirit one.
yeah, that was also but
I remember the healing one, and obviously the spread
yeah,
with
healing
blood. But
actually the healing skills had that actually been used throughout the first, the last Airbender, and in the Legend of Korra. But the spirit bending was only been in Legend of Korra.
yeah,
I
I
think it was the
didn't
season
remember that
two.
until after the question. But
Yeah. Number 21, trick question. Is there
oh,
four
that'd be why.
different
'Cause season
waterbending
2 of
styles?
Korra isn't that good. Of fighting, you mean?
No. Is there four different waterbending styles? Yes or no?
What do you mean by style?
If you remember, one tribe that were a core is a Katara was part of. He was from the south. They went to the north. Each style has its own.
Oh, so you're asking this for? Wait, how many are you asking him? Is it for? Or...
If there's four different styles, it's a yes or no question.
Yeah, there's different styles. There's 4 directions. It should be yes. So I'm going with yes.
You say yes, exactly. Only three: northern,
Really?
southern, and the fog is swamp tribe style.
Yeah, it doesn't.
If you
Yeah, it isn't just north, south, east, and west. There's like specific ones. I do remember that from
well,
that
yeah,
part. So
since there are only two known major war tribes, Southern and the Northern tribe, and later discovered to be a third one but
hmm.
smaller in a funky swamp, which they have been cut off from the both tribes, their sister tribes, for centuries. So they have been living in the swamp, and eventually, over time, they developed their own style, their unique one. It's like earthbending. That's also a different style, when I think it is. Anyways, number 22. After Tenzin, Kaya, and Bumi were in the spirit world in search for Tenzin's daughter Yenora, they encountered someone they who did they encounter? Oh boy. Let's see here. A. Their dad's spirit. B. Iroh. C. Their maternal grandmother. Or D. Uncle Sokka.
But I don't remember. But I'm gonna go with the coolest option and go with D. Final. Also, welcome back, Cody.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B. Iroh. Well, the funny thing is, they actually got lost, and they encountered one particular spirit, a giant mushroom, who could talk. That was
Hmm.
pretty funny that they added that in the series. Oh, oh. Number 23 here. In what year did Korra and Sokka's mother Kaya killed by the commander of the Southern Raiders? A. 92 AG, B. 96 AG, C. 94 AG, or D. 95 AG?
Who's this for? Jealous? I think so, yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. This question, but well, it happens sometimes. Hold on, I'm gonna move this. Yeah, that's fine.
Gonna say you're gonna get a 12.
Well, he definitely did not get that. I got 10 off. But you got 10 off. From what? I don't even know what I'm saying. A, final.
A. Wrong exactly. C. 94 AG. And you're back, Cody. That's good. That's cool. Hope you had enjoyed your walk. Number 24. How old were Katara when her mother was killed? A. 8 years old. B. 7 years old. C. 9 years old. Or D. 6 years old.
I think it was 5. I'm pretty sure it was
Well,
5.
yeah, well, there's
Which
not
was
even one of the options.
I think so. Closest to 5 was 6, so I'm gonna go with 6.
Final?
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. 8 years old.
Dang, why do I remember it being 5?
Yeah, I mean, I can only not even imagine where from because I don't even know they actually found her mom's body or anything. Well, actually, no, they did find her mom's body, but they buried her eventually. It just, no, wait, unless that her body was actually on the floor in their house, but they never showed that since this was more focused for kids, younger generation. Since you know, not much blood in that series, but yeah, but if their mother would have still been alive, and even their grandfather or their mom and their father, the chief, if they were still around in when Katara is older, I wonder how they will react to have met their grandkids. Hmm. Anyways, number 25. How many grandchildren does Katara and Aang have? A. 5, B. 6, C. 4, or D. 3?
Uh, let's see here. Actually, let's see. Nothing could. It's not my turn. It's Roy.
What was the question?
25.
No, I mean, what was the question you asked?
How many grandchildren does Katara and Aang have? 5, 6, 4, or 3?
5, 6, 4, 3. I think they had. I know they at least had 3. I think they had 4. I'm going with 4.
C, 4. They need exactly 4. Jinirora, Iki, Milo, and Rohan. But here's the thing.
Nice.
Only
Okay.
3 of them, only 3 of them are known to be as Airbender. Rohan was the youngest. In the last season of the last book of Avatar of Korra, he was about 1 year old, so he wasn't shown if he was an airbender or not. But I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was that. Number 26, trick question. Did Gumu lie about his age to join the United Forces? Yes or no?
I believe you already said this, and I believe you said he did, so yes.
Yeah, it is. I forgot that even I had a question. Oh, man.
It
Why do
happens.
I have to always do that? Anyways,
But yeah, you got it.
okay. Number 27, hard question. When Team Avatar with Fire Lord Zuko's help removing the Fire Nation colonists from the Earth Kingdom, who was it that gave the suggestion the name of for Harmony Restoration Movement? A. Toph, B. Sokka, C. Aang, or D. Katara?
I know it wasn't tough. I think it was. I think it was Zane. Yeah, I'm going with Zane.
Wrong, exactly B. Sokka. You know, I actually saw this comic fan comic series based on Avatar Last Airbender that was taking place in Ultimate Universe. Um, it's just the one that actually found Aang was Soko and Sula inside an ancient dormant volcano, and that Katara, she was this friendly, outgoing girl that instead, how to describe it? She was a complete psychopath. She actually enjoyed to use the water bending skills that she had, and she actually had Hama as her teacher, and she enjoyed to use that to torture even her own soldiers. And if you remember there's that episode where they walked that pass, the serpent pass, in order to get in the fight at Boxing Day, they went that place and she actually killed that serpent, and she pretty much enjoyed, and that was pretty bad. And she was doing this in order to find her brother who was captured by the Fire Nation. And let's say it was pretty dark. Azula literally helped Jet to destroy an Earth, a village, not the same one from the series, but and many different parts of that. It was just complete different. Um, but yeah, it was so dark. I mean, it's just Suki, Sokka's girlfriend of that. She was actually adopted in their family as their sister after after Kyoshi Island was devastated and she survived and they took her in after her parents was killed. I've seen or at least read some of that comic, but let's say right now it's really dark. Having Katara a complete opposite personality. From in the original series, she is a friendly, very outgoing, but in this one, she is like a psychopath. She really much enjoys fighting. She really enjoys it. Trust me, this it wasn't pretty. Okay, number 4, the 28. May has a number of siblings. How many siblings does she have? A 2, B 3, C 1, or D 4?
Which question is it? I think it's
Dylan's.
mine.
Who answered number 27 when
I think No, you're right. It's Dylan. All right. Yeah. Just roll this. It get a. All right. B final.
B ain't wrong exactly. C, one younger brother named Tom Tom. Number 29. Which season is firebending representing? A. Spring. B. Summer. C. Autumn. Or D. Winter.
It's winter. No, I'm kidding. Yes, fire and winter. It goes so well together. I know. Well, summer makes the most sense.
But this is actually a Game Guys question, is it?
You're right. It is my question. Well, damn. Well, if you get this right, it's because of me. Obviously, in case you weren't aware of that. Right. Let me think about this. Fire Nation. What season do they represent? Well, I doubt it's. Uh, summer, spring, or autumn? Summer's the hottest, so that makes the most sense. So I'm gonna go with summer final.
You say summer. Ding ding ding, exactly summer. It is.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's the hottest season, so that makes sense.
Number
I, w-
30.
I
Trick question for you, Roy.
could have seen spring, but I don't know.
Ho, 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 ho,
All right.
ho. Hope you know this one. Did
I don't think so.
Tolok know that did Tolok know that Amon was his older brother Nuatok? Yes or no?
Oh, no.
Ding ding ding, exactly right. No, he didn't. But that was until
I do
after
remember
when
that.
he
That's
had his bending quote unquote stoke taken away.
5 points.
Number 31. Water bending is an element that representing something, and what is it that it represent? A. Element of tide. B. Element of life. C. Element of change. Or D. Element of energy.
Well, isn't one of the things energy? Yeah, another one's healing, so life could work too. Hmm. And I'm stuck between two, so usually what I'll do is they'll have like one be 1 to 10 and the other be 11 to 20. Suppose life will be the higher one. And spirit will be the lower. Sounds good. And you got 8. All right. Uh, I'll go in with the energy then.
uh, excuse me.
That's D,
D
I
ain't
think.
like to
Yeah.
C. Element of change.
Oh, so I was wrong either way.
Number 32. The firebending is the element that represents something. And what is it representing? A. Element of heat. B. Element of sun. C. Element of energy, or D. Element of power?
I'm gonna go with the element of the sun.
B. Final.
Yeah, I'm going with B.
No, exactly D. Element of power.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Come on, that answer at least makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I
Element of
mean,
the sun, they're fire. Come on, how is that not the sun? That okay.
number 33. Which season did the water bending representing? A. Winter. B. Spring. C. Autumn. Or D. Summer?
Well, we can't have both, so I know it's not summer. Uh, hmm. Spring, autumn, or winter. See, this is a little harder because, well, actually, autumn makes sense for air because the air changes in whatever. So which one would fit Earth? Because if I can figure that out, I can figure out which one's water. Hmm. Spring. Well, no, spring makes more sense because it's harder to mess with the ground if it's being covered by snow. Plus the winter. Plus they literally live in in snowy areas. So I'm gonna go with the winter.
Winter?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. A. Winter.
Nice. Look at you crushing it today. Yeah, crushing it with all those 6 points. I don't know. You're
Number
beating me with
34.
villains, though.
Oh, they might change. Who knows? The element, wait, the earth bending is an element that representing something. And what is it representing? A. Element of strength. B. Element of substance. C. Element of lava. Or D. Element of quakes.
Hell, I certainly doubt it's lava. Um, Wait, earthquakes. That makes sense, but hmm, stability. What were the other options?
Element of strength, element of substance, and
All right. For instance, I'm thinking A actually. Yeah, A final.
not exactly B. Element of substance.
Well, at least you knew it wasn't C.
Though I think A would have been even better as representing. I mean, Earth is a strong substance, so I think element of strength would have been even better. Number 35. Which season did the Earth bending representing? A. Autumn. B. Summer. C. Winter. Or D. Spring.
I'm gonna go with your logic and go with because yeah, no, that makes sense. Spring.
D. Ding, ding, exactly spring. Number 36. The air bending is an element that representing something. And what is it that is there, what it is representing? A. Element of freedom. B. Element of flight. C. Element of wind. Or D. Element of spirit.
Oh, that's a little obvious, honestly. I'm gonna go C final. Now let me know wind.
Wrong. Actually, A. Element of freedom.
Really? But it's
Yeah, they
air.
are.
Air.
Well,
Wind's part air.
here's the reason. The Innomats are the most spiritual people in that particular world. If you're considering from, if you're looking from one opinion, in other the nations, How many of the entire population has every single one that has Earth? Like in Earth or World tribes, that not every single one is a bender. If you remember the firebending master or the master that Sokka trained within a sword, his family, his parents, was firebenders, but he was born as a non-bender. So that you're saying, but the air nomads, since they were so strong in the connection to the spirit world, or at least highly spiritual, that means every one of their kind is born as a bender. But since there also the element of freedom, this was actually mentioned by Iroh when he told this to Zuko. And the element of freedom, well, it makes sense because the since the air nomads had let them go from the worlds, they were not much involved in the outside world. They preferred to just be by themselves. They even actually had they didn't have much trading or any bigger economics with outside world. They were mostly for themselves. They had their own gardenings, but they had their self-efficient, and they traveled with the air nomads, and they may have done some tradings with the locals in the areas where the temples were located. But otherwise, that since they were traveling around the world without any having much attachment to one particular place at all time. Well, I mean, unlike this, the temples, two were for only males, two for females, but they were so unattached to outside world mostly. So that's why the element of freedom. Anyways, number 37, trick question. Were Gumu an earthbender, yes or no?
Uh, say it again.
Were Gumu an earthbender, yes or no?
This is Dylan's question, I believe.
You had the element of you had the one the question before. So this is Royce.
Oh, well, it's Royce then, yeah. It's me, huh? Hmm. Let's see. I swear I remember this, but I don't. My memory sucks. It's not as bad as mine. I'm just gonna die. Yeah. Oh, that almost got off the edge of the table. It did land on a super D though, so D final.
You said this is a yes or no question.
Oh, well, that's a super no then, so I'm gonna go with no.
No, ding 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 is actually no. He's a non-bender. Number 38. How many subskills is there within the airbending? A 3, B 2, C 4, or D 5?
Oh dear. I don't know. Oh, you used my dice, I just realized. Yeah, I got you a 20. You're welcome. Oh, you landed that. I'm gonna. Oh, right. You're gonna get a 15. Oh my god, he actually got it. Bloody hell, Roy. It had to happen at some point. I can't believe I got that. Holy shit. Well, if even Roy thinks it's C, then I suppose that's what it is. C final. You don't know that. I was just guessing for fun. Highlight of the stream right there. Roy actually manages to guess what what he was gonna land on.
He said what?
I said C.
C. Ain't exactly B. 2. Flight and spiritual projection.
See, me gain. See, the D20 gain that right up of me getting what you were gonna roll right would have been funny.
Number 39, hard question for you, the game guy.
Yep.
No, wait, it's actually it's actually yours.
The other those would be Dylan just. Roy guessed what Dylan was gonna roll just then. So no, it's my turn.
When Tenzin's 3 older kids, Iki, Milo, and Yunora, were in Salfu in search for Korra, Milo painted something with Hohan, and what did he paint? A. Portrait of himself as a general. B. Him as an airbending master. C. Him as Avatar. Or D. Him as a pro bending player.
Hmm.
Oh
I
boy.
think it would have been B. I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with B final.
Is it B?
Yeah.
Not exactly A as a general. All reason though.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Wow. I so screwed myself on this part, and I just noticed that question number 42 has no answers. I was not even finished that one. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well, I will come up with something else. Let's go see that. And there we go. Well, that's fixed. Number 40. Kai has a flying bison, and what's the name of his flying bison companion? A. Oogie, B. Lefty, C. Peng Peng, or D. Yin Yang?
Hmm. No, this is my question. Can you repeat it?
Kai has a flying bison, and what's the name of his flying bison companion? A. Oogie, B. Lefty, C. Peng Peng, or D. Yin Yang?
I don't remember. So I'm gonna roll. Hey, maybe I can guess it. I'm gonna say we're gonna get an 8. You think? Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'll say you get a 14.
I say 8. I say 8.
Dang it, I missed the table. How did you miss that? You also landed on a 14. Wait, didn't I guess that? I think you did, actually. That's ridiculous. You got it right. Technically, he's re-rolling, though. Try that again. 17. Dylan at least got closest. Alright. What is that, D? Yeah, D, final.
D. Wrong, exactly B. Lefty. Number 44, the 41. Yunora has a flying bison, and what's the name of her flying bison companion? A. Lefty, B. Peng Peng, C. Oogie, or dear Pepper?
Man, I doubt it's Lefty. They wouldn't have the same name for the bison. Um. Hmm. I don't know. A's Lefty, right? Yeah. All right. So as long as I don't get an A, I'll be fine. Hmm. I don't think you're gonna get an A. I think you're gonna get a 9.
Probably 18 from my
You overshot that, Dylan. I know. What did it? Landed on the 15, but I'm gonna have to re-roll. Let's try that again. Roy goes with 9, you go with 18. I'm not gonna guess. Swedish was one off. Landed on 17. Well,
wow.
D final.
The ding 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 exactly Pepper.
Who names their bison Pepper? Who names their bison Lefty?
Mm.
Crap.
And all these names are only the only ones I could find. I mean, these are names that the names of the bisons that I put in is actually official names from different bisons. That's from different characters from previous avatars to others and before. So I mean, there are like no website or name generators or something like that. So number 42 for you, game guy. In what year did the trial of Yacon take place in Republic City? A. For 148 AG, B. For 125 AG, C. 122 AG, or D. 124 AG?
I don't remember. I'm gonna dice that one. Well, you already know what I gotta do. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna get a 21. You can't even get that. I know. I could technically get it if I use Dylan's and also your D20. You're kind of sharing that at this point.
I guess it will be a 14.
I'm gonna say he's gonna get a 4. Dang. You think low of my dice rolls? Twitch got closer. I got a 10.
Hmm.
Dang. B final.
Wrong exactly. A. 128 AG. Number 43, trick question. Did Aang remove the crime boss of Jakun's water bending with energy bending? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes. Oh boy, you're gonna love this name for one of those
Oh, that's not how you spell that.
flying bison. Lane Beifong's niece Opal has a flying bison, and what's the name of her flying bison companion? A. Oogie, B. Peng Peng, C. Yusi, or D. Yin Yong?
Well, that's gonna require a dice roll because I'm not sure. Zane's pretty great, by the way. Well, gotta say you're gonna get a 7. Already rolled it.
Hey, look at that! I got one off. On an 8. B final.
Wrong, exactly. C. Juicy.
Oh.
And the reason why she named it Juicy, it's uh, let's say it's a lot of snout coming out from his nose, like all the time. So that's why they named it Juicy. I don't know why though, but number 45. Tenzin has a flying bison companion, and what is the name of his flying bison? A. Yin Yang, B. Peng Peng, C. Oogie, or D. Nuji Nujian? Nujian, or how you pronounce that name?
Well, I'm gonna go with the weirdest. D final.
Wrong, exactly. C. Oogie.
Ah.
Oogie
Clickbait.
Boogie.
Clickbait. That's what
Number
happened
40,
there.
number 46.
My
The
God.
first Avatar 1 had an animal companion named Mula. What kind of hybrid animal did he had as an animal companion? A. Cat deer, B. Owl wolf, C. Ostrich horse, or D. Armadillo bear?
Is this from Korra?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm not sure what it is because, again, I haven't watched it in a while. That's your dice. Don't touch my dice. Touch. You, you touched it and it landed on a 1. Get out of here. You can't do that. Try again. It's right next to me. Literally on the table, but your phone, 2 remotes, and my and the dice me and Dylan are using that he overshot by like a mile. Well, I'm not trying to do this. Just throws itself off the bloody edge. It's ludicrous. Just try rolling again. Alright. Maybe I should use my phone as like a blocker. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. And I'm also gonna use this and that. There we go. Now they won't fall off the edge. As long as you don't throw them to the left or the right. Or as long as it doesn't bounce off of the boundaries. And then get thrown off the edge. I'm realizing this is probably not a good idea. Anyway, I'm gonna say you're gonna go first. You're gonna get a 15. Well, I was wrong. It happens. A final.
You say A,
Yes.
D, exactly A. I can show you a
Yeah.
picture how this on I'll show you on Discord. This is how the owl wolf looks like.
Hold on. I'll get it up after I give Dylan his 5th point. Give it a second. Phone edition's being slow. Ta-da! Yeah, that does look rather awesome. Yeah, I remember that thing.
Well,
Cool
that
stuff.
was actually that one has never actually been in any of the series at all. But in the
I remember.
Avatar, but it actually was a part of the Avatar Generations, which is the most recent game they actually released. And the other one that's cat deer is like it looks like a deer, but more like a cat head, and ostrich horse. Now that is the most common animal that have been used throughout the Legend of Last Airbender. It looks like a ostrich, but more like on 2 legs. I think Zuko and Iroh, when they were refugees in Earth Kingdom, they used one of those. So that's the most common animal they use. But armadillo bear, I think this actually did appear in the last Airbender, but I can't say for certain since there were so many different hybrid animals in the series. But anyways, number 47. When the Equalists attacked Republic City, Gumu had offered Team Avatar a safe haven. Where did he take them? A. A warehouse. B. Underground. C. Abandoned building. Or D. Camp in the woods.
I don't remember that. Also, my back hurts. I'm gonna distract after this. Maybe we can take a walk after the stream is done. No, I wouldn't mind that. What did I just? Oh, that's a 9. All right. B final. Couldn't tell what it was. I thought it was a 3 for a second, but
Should C.
9. I said B.
B. Deleting exactly B. Underground.
Sweet.
Literally underground, like a underground sewer system.
Do I have 4? All right.
Number 48. Who was representing the Sanawar tribe in Republic City during the early days of United Republic Council? A. Hakoda. B. Batu. C. Soka. Or D. Katara.
I'm gonna say Sokka.
C. Ding, exactly C. Though, here's the thing. Since the series, since the city was built sometimes uh, shortly after the 100-Year War was over, and first it was known as Cranfish Town, and it's eventually evolved to United Republic City. But that council was not actually part of the city at the foundation. It was sometime later on. But during the considering around I had to say around maybe 110 or early 120s or something like that. So considering Hakoda, which is Katara and Sokka's father, and based on what I believe that he could be in his, assumingly, is like mid to late 40s, so he might be old enough to even be as a representative for that. Batu, which is his friend, would be around the same time. And so Katara, well, I would have to say no, considering first of all, um, if this was around the 110 120s AG, considering that she has raising her kids, so raising 3 kids, it might have been a little bit a handful. So that I don't think she might be able to take part of the council meetings so often, though. Considering from that, but Soka, yeah, he was actually a member as the part of the council, and he was actually part of the trial of the Jakon. That was actually mentioned in the series. That was seen in the series. That was the latest Solo was shown about him in Avatar Korra. But at least he had matured enough to have been reckless back in the first years. But it was kind of cool that they brought him back and showing up, you know, uh, more proper leaders skills. And I think that is actually was throughout the time when he was fighting against the Fire Nation and even after, I think that was gave him you know the enough understanding of the concept of how to be as a leader. And yeah, number 49, trick question. Has Aang represented the air nomads in the United Republic Council? Yes or no?
Whose question even is this?
It's
It's mine, I think. No, it's not mine. It's yours because I just went. All right. That would be yes.
Not exactly. Then no, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, I remember him doing that. Yeah, well.
He he was mostly busy with raising his kids with Katara and teaching Tenzin, his youngest son, who was only at the time was the only airbender, and and also helping the other, how to say, air acolytes, the students of his, in restoring the old temples. So they only had this one of those air nomad acolytes as a representative. But I would have been saying that he wouldn't have been part of the council otherwise, if there was some sort of special occasions, because he was present at the trial of Yakon. So I would not saying that it wouldn't be totally impossible for Aang not to be involved in the council. I mean, he preferred not to be part of any political discussions otherwise, I think. Well, unless they were involved the um, Airclites. But I think he might have been part of the council with some degree. Maybe putting out the new representative for the council, maybe. But but knowing how much in that days when the city has been built, how the temple's been restored, and how he's a full time father. So yeah, and that he was not much a fan of. I don't think that he was a big fan of political discussions or meetings. But if there was some form of meeting that he had to be part of, then maybe. But if he did part of those meetings, they never showed it, even though he only appeared in a few episodes. Number 50. What's the name of the Avatar Kuruk's fiancée that he lost to the evil spirit Ko? A. Asuna. Uh, Asuna. B. Yakura. C. CB. Or D. Umi.
And this is done. Right. D, final.
D.
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly D. Umi. Unfortunately for him, Ko literally stole her face. Yeah, after all, he's known as the Ko face stealer. So her face did made appearance in the last Avatar series. Number 51. What is the name of Hakura's new girlfriend? A. Melina. B. Hasuna. C. CB. D. Or D. Niyuk.
Uh, that's gonna be a dice.
That's actually not a bad name though, Cody.
I'll take it out after I answer. B, final.
Is it B? Wrong, exactly. A. Melina. Melina and her brother actually came from the Northern War tribe in order
Good.
to modernize the Southern War tribe. Number 52, trick question. Did Aang have his airbending arrows when he met Appa for the first time? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong. He didn't have any arrows at the time. I don't think he was even 12 years. He received his tattoos when he was only 12, which making him the youngest master at the time until Yenora, his granddaughter, took over past that. Okay, number 53. The Cabbage Man has a son who started a company. What is the company producing? A. Radios. B. Boats, C. Automobiles, or D. Airships?
Um. Oh, this is your question. It's it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's your question. Actually, what question is this one?
52. No, 53.
Yeah, so this is my question. Give me that dice. I didn't hear what you said, so. Oh, what did they land on? 9, I think. Alright, B, final.
B. Wrong, exactly. C. Automobiles. This company making a little bit cheaper models compared to the future industries. Number 54, hard question. Asomi's company Future Industry are producing something else other than automobiles. What is it that the other thing they're producing? A. Boats. B. Radios. C. Airplanes. Or D. Airships.
I'll go with B.
Radios?
Yes.
Wrong, exactly. D. Airships. Number 55. When Korra encountered Gumu for the first time, what did she offer him as a meal? A. Bread. B. Fish. C. Candy. Or D. Hot dogs.
Repeat it.
When Korra encountered Gumu for the first time, what did she offer him as a meal? A. Bread. B. Fish. C. Candy. Or D. Hot dogs.
I'm gonna go with D, final.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B. Fish. Fried fish. She caught living fish and fried them with her own fire padding. That would be kind of cool if they actually had hot dogs or something like that, or corn dogs in the Avatar series. To be honest, though, I never actually even tried corn dogs myself. Excuse me. The crime number 56. The crime boss leader Yagala Umo of the Creeping Crystal Triad can trace her lineage of crimes back to certain era of a previous avatar. Which era of an avatar can she trace her family lineage to? A. Avatar Kuruk. B. Avatar Yangshen. C. Avatar Kyoshi. Or D. Avatar Gun.
Hmm. Let me think. You good? Hmm? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't know. The element of darkness. I love it. Uh, hmm. B, final.
B. Exactly. C. Avatar Kyoshi. And Avatar Gun is actually an official avatar, but only appeared is on I think, some of the books with about after Kyoshi, or when she was growing up. Mentioned it only. Never read it myself, so. Anyways, number 57. Which organized crime group was it that took Berlin? A. Terror Triad. B. Red Monsoon Triad. C. Triple Threat Triad. Or D. Agni Kai Triad.
This is Dylan's, right?
Yep.
All right. B. Oh, it's like the longest game in the universe. Yeah, pretty much.
He said what? A.
You said B.
B. Ding ding ding, exactly B. Red Monsoon Triad. Number 58, trick question. Are Sumi's company Future Industry using a gear as a company logo? Yes or no?
Yes.
You said yes. Ding ding ding, it's exactly yes.
Sweet. So
Number
we can have
58.
points on here.
Number 59, hard question for you, Roy. A
Mm.
girl named Dalisay developed airbending after harmonic conversion, and she used to be an enforcer for an organized crime. Which one did she work for before she leaving it? A. Terror Triad. B. Triple Threat Triad. C. Agni Kai Triad. Or D. Red Monsoon Triad.
That's what I get for not wanting the core in a while. Right. You know, that's all right. A final.
A. Ding ding ding, exactly. A.
Oh,
Terror
no,
Triad. Try it.
give them ones if it keeps giving me points. You know.
Number 60. Does the Red Monsoon Triad only consist of waterbenders? Yes or no?
No.
Wrong, exactly. Yes. That particular triad only consists of waterbenders. As Agni Kai Triad, they only consist of firebenders. Triple Threat Triad consists of actual different ones. Let's see, number 61. The dark spirit Vatu was trapped within the spirit world inside a tree by one. And what was the name of the tree that Vatu was trapped inside in? A. Tree of Darkness. B. Tree of Time. C. Tree of Eternity. Or D. Tree of Solitude. And this is a Game Guys question.
Really? Yeah, that was mine.
Didn't you take the try it question before? The trick question?
No, that was me.
Ah.
I got my 10th point. It's Dylan's turn.
All right.
Well, wait. If it's the tree of eternity, does that mean that it's called the Eternity tree? Oh my god, get out of here. Get out of here, Kyle. I'm sorry, it's the creativity in me. Eternity tree. I kind of like that, actually. That's not bad.
How do you have 5 points for thinking like that? Because I don't. Because it's been forever since I've seen either Avatar. Well, I'm taking the whatever. I'm taking this dice from you. Give me back my dice. Well, these two start. Although that was pretty good. Eternity. Someone write that down. I'll write it down later. All right. I'm really 17. Well, D final.
D.
Yes, D.
A. Wrong, exactly. B. Tree of Time.
I was really hoping it was the Tree of Eternity. The Eternity Tree was almost real. God damn it.
Number 62. Team Avatar once took shelter in a abandoned Earth Kingdom city, and in which city did they take shelter in? A. Taku, B. Gaipan, C. Yudao, C. Gaoling, or D. Garsai?
Not sure. So I'm gonna dice that. Eternity Tree. Seriously, that's brilliant. You just gotta appreciate. I'm not done because that's not the number I thought it was. All right, C final. I thought that was the 1 because I couldn't see the 5 from like where it was.
You said what?
I'm going with C.
C. Wrong, exactly. A. Taku. You probably remember that episode though.
I probably do. It's just been a while.
Number 63. Hard question for you, Roy.
Let's do it.
When Katara and Sokka was sick, Aang went to find help, and an elderly woman told him what to get for his friends. And what did she tell him to find? A. Herbal plant. B. A fruit. C. Frozen frogs. Or D. Berries.
I'm pretty sure it was the frogs. I'll go with C final.
They didn't exactly C. Frozen frogs. And they had to suck on those, like if you have like a caramel.
How many points do you have? You have 10, right? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Alright. 10 points. You have 10, I have 5, and Dylan has 7.
Number 64. There isn't a non-bending organized crime group in Republic City that's involved with underground racing. And what's the name of the group? A. Triple Threat Riot. B. Spider Cat Riot. C. Tiger Monkey Riot. Or D. Red Monsoon Riot.
Well, that's gonna be a dice. It's weird having you here. I know, it's rather surprising. 8. Alright. B, final. You went with B. Let's see if it is correct.
You said B?
That's what I said, yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly B. Spider Cat Riot.
Dang, look at the D20 actually doing its job.
For once. Like last time. Was it?
It's catching up to you. Me, on the other hand, I just have 5 points, just chilling. Yeah, you have negative 50 plus 55. Exactly.
Number 65. There is one triad group within Republic City that only consists of women, and which triad is it? A. Rising Flame, try it. B. Agni Kai, try it. C. Tiger Monkey, try it. Or D. Terra, try it.
Don't know. Rolling the dice. That almost fell off the edge. But that is a 6, it looks like. Oh. That it's a B, so I'm going with B final.
You go with B.
Yep.
Wrong exactly. C. Tiger Monkey, try it.
I'm
Hey.
gonna be stuck with 5 points the rest of my life. Yeah, pretty much. At least you have 5. It's better than none. True. Alright, what do I got? What's my question? Number 67, I think?
66.
66, alright.
Yeah, about that, I just know that I have a second question that I did not finish it. Hey,
Oh
that's gonna,
no! Oh, that's alright. It happens.
yeah, let's see here. What's gonna see here?
So while I was doing that, let's go over the rankings so far. Dylan has 8. I have 10. Or no, Roy has 10. Not me. That's not me. I have 5. So Roy's in the lead. I don't know why I thought that was me. Ah, yes, Roy the Great, also known as Game Guy. That's not how that works. That's only the case if we're a team, technically. I wouldn't say that, but anyway, yeah. So this is 6-6, which means we have 82. No, 81. Sorry, minus 66. That's 15 questions left, I think. Yes, it's 15. All right. We'll be able to do this and still have time for lunch. Dinner, technically, but whatever.
Okay, that should be that. Yep, let's see here. Number 66, trick question. After Noah Talk had ran away from his family, did his father Jakon stop training Tarlok? Tarlok, yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes, he did. For many years, they believed that Tarlok or Noah Talk or Amon, who later named himself, had perished in a snowstorm on that. Only about a few years after this, Jakon passed away. But they never exactly given precise number of years or when he died, which I don't think it was matters. Well, number 67, hard question. When Jakon was arrested by Toph, he was arrested at a restaurant in Republic City. And which restaurant was he arrested at? A. Kwang Cuisine. B. Narok's Seaweed Noodlery. C. Dragonflat Restaurant. D. Yubei Cuisine.
In a real flat. C, final.
C. Wrong exactly. B, A. Kwang Cuisine. The other two, C and D, are complete made up names. But they are based on two locations in Republic City. Number 68. What color did Boomy have of his hair during his youth? King Boomy. A. Black. B. Brown. C. Blonde. Or D. Red.
Uh, black.
Not exactly C. Red.
Hmm. I don't know.
Number 69. Trick question. Did Katara and Aang's daughter Kaya had a girlfriend before? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think.
Ding exactly yes, she did.
That's
And she was actually a little bit worried how her parents would react when she came out telling it her family that she had a girlfriend. But her family was actually supportive, and turned out it was very common among the air nomads to actually be in a relationship with the same gender. But she was no longer dating this particular girl in the Legend Korra series. So that's just kind of a bit sad, but at least we know that part of that. Number 70, the question that I didn't finish until right now. There is a hotel in Republic City, and what's its name? A. United Hotel. B. Republic City Four Elements. C. Four Nations Hotel. Or D. Suko Hotel.
I need that price. C. Final.
C. Ain't not exactly. B. Republic City Four Elements. Number 71. Hard question. May have an aunt and she lives in a Five Nation village and she owns a shop. And what kind of shop does she own? A. Tea shop. B. Medicine shop. C. Candy shop. Or D. Flower shop.
Uh, B. Final.
B.
Yeah,
Not exactly D. Flower shop. There's only a that only was a part of the comics.
that would be why I didn't know that. All right.
Number 72. The Water Tribe currency coins are circular and has a color. What color does the coins have? A. Blue. B. White. C. Yellow. Or D. Red.
Uh, A. Final. It's blue.
They need exactly blue. You know, the funny thing is, considering that currency was only felt like when they were in Earth Kingdom, they had no problem to buying supplies with their own currency. But when they came to this small town that uh, was named after the conqueror Chen, that place then did not accept World Tribe's currency. Number 73, trick question. Does Terra Triad does the Terra Triad only consist of benders? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong, exactly no. Both benders and non-benders. Let's see here. Number 74, hard question. The lieutenant of the Equalist kidnapped the former Fine Nation representative of United Republics Council at her home. And while being disguised, and what was he disguised as? A. Mailman. B. Delivery man. C. Spider rat exterminator. Or D. Journalist.
That's gonna be a roll for me. Did it. Nice. All right. D. Final.
You said D?
Yep. D.
Not just a D, a super D. Yep, because I got a 20, which is the highest you can get on a D20, so that's why it's a super D.
You said D, wrong, exactly C. Spider-Rat Exterminator. You know, this
There you
entire
go.
series of with this both Avatar Korra and the Last Airbender having this hybrid animals. It's actually not a bad concept. You know, if you have seen on the Avatar the movies where those the Pandora, they have this kind of like a hybrid animals, and I was literally I actually very much enjoy those hybrid animals from the Avatar series. They're actually very unique and very cool. Number 75. What is the name of the first President Raiko's wife? A. Kyoko, B. Ginger, C. Gagil, or D. Buttercup?
Whose is this?
Raiko's wife.
Oh, I mean, whose question is this?
Uh,
Mine. Oh, you
yeah,
got.
that's your voice.
Really? I thought it was Dylan. No, I'm pretty sure it's me. No, you got the super D. Remember, it's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn. All right. Repeat the question.
What is the name of the first President Raiko's wife? A. Kyoko, B. Ginger, C. Gagil, or D. Buttercup?
Buttercup. You know, I think that's actually the answer. I'm going with D. Final.
D. Ding ding ding. Exactly D. Buttercup. Her name is
That,
actually
yeah.
Buttercup Raiko. I mean, when I first heard the name Buttercup, that immediately reminds me of the Puff Girls, Buttercup.
Roy's crushing it. All right.
Number 76, hard trick question. Are Lin Beifong's father's name Kanto? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding. Exactly yes. His name is Kanto. Or Kanto.
You
Or
were
Kanto.
right.
So, of all the people from Top's children or daughter's name, their father's name, only Lin's father's name actually been mentioned. But Sujin's father's name has not even been brought up. You know, the funny thing is when this happened on a thing within the third season of Legend Korra. Um, this was the one when Opal's family, Sujin and her brothers, were kidnapped. Well, minus one of the brothers were working for Kuvira. Um, so Toph, who is now an older woman, she was actually having a meal with Opal, uh, Bolin, and Lin. And when Bolin asked Toph who was the father of Lin, Lin looked at him with very much like, did you really ask that kind of look? Like very upset, with like it's like how to say a furious look. That was that was just you know Lynn is actually kind of cool despite being her in her 50s. I mean, she is a metal bending master, and also chief of police. So they're kind of cool. Number 77. You're gonna like this thing for this particular character. Shady Shin is a recruiter for a triad organized group in Republic City. Which triad is he a member of? A. Tariff Triad. B. Triple Threat Triad. C. Rising Flame Triad. Or D. Agni Kai Triad.
That's gonna be a roll for me. Can I finally get myself out of 5 points? Let's find out. Nope. You don't think so? Nah. I'm gonna say you're gonna get a 9 to get it wrong. Well, I got a 1. So that probably the prophecy wasn't right. Actually, that's not a 1, that's a 2. A final. Why do you think that was a 1? It looks like a 1 because there's not as because the sun's going down, so I can't really see the dice as well. But I thought that looked like a 1. Either way, I'll go with A.
You go with A, wrong factor. B, triple threat triad. I mean, who named character Shady Shin?
It is a pretty good name.
Yeah.
Alright, 78.
Number 78. How many triads exist within Republic City? A, 10. B, 13. C, 11. Or D, 14.
This one. I have to roll. Taking Dylan's. Well, I think you're gonna get an 8. Oh, look at you jumping on that. Well, I didn't get an 8, that's for sure. 19. Alright. That's a D, so. Oh. D, final.
D.
Yeah, D.
Wrong exactly. B, triple. Oh, sorry. C, 11.
Yep.
Number 79. Trick question. The Red Lotus member Gazan was placed on a platform that was located in the middle of the ocean, and the platform was made of wood. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding, ding, exactly yes. And
That
the
was your
reason for
question too, I think.
and the reason why he was placed on a platform made of wood is because he's an earthbender, and he is one of the few that actually has this rare skill of lava bending. Number 80. Toph has two daughters, Sujin and Lin. But how many grandchildren does she have? A, 4. B, 6. C, 5. Or D, 7.
It is 81 questions, right? This quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the next question is the last question. So this is my last question. Can I finally get 6? Well, that's a 14, so I guess we're gonna find out. C, final.
D,
C.
C.
Yeah, C.
They need exactly 5 grandkids.
I got out of 5!
Four daughter. Sujin actually have 4 sons and 1 daughter. Twins as well.
The sweet embrace of a 6 never felt so good. Creepy. Alright, let's see what my last question is gonna be.
Number 81, trick question. Are the former first president of Republic City a firebender? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong exactly. No, he's a non-bender.
Dang. But you win. Sweet. See, I told you I knew what I was talking about. Yeah, sure, buddy. Alright, yeah, you got 14, which means you win. You didn't do too bad. Dylan, despite being gone forever, got 10, so that's not too bad. And I managed to get myself out of 5 and got 6, so I got last. But
So,
hey, it happens.
yeah. So, question is, what's gonna next topic be?
14, 24, 30. Not bad.
Well, since Roy did win, so I wonder what his next question is gonna be, or topic.
Give me that list.
Hey, it's gonna take a moment. Come on. Oop, oop, oop. Come on, where are you? Uh,
Excuse me. Don't know what I was talking about because it's cold out there. What's this from? I don't know. Yeah, this has been fun. I suppose I'll be often. Alright, let's see that. Can you go see if Mom's making the food yet or not? I'm so hungry. Alright, I can do that. There, I'll get rid of the beef, Dylan. It's just been like going. Alright, that's fine.
oh, bye, Cody.
Anyway. Yeah, I'll see you next time, Cody. Alright. What's... Alright, it hasn't even shown up yet. Oh, there it goes. Alright, cryptid number 18. I'm assuming that's what that means.
Yeah, so 18 total. Actually, it's 20 of them, but 2 of them have not even been complete yet. So,
Alright, generators, gargoyles.
and
Hmm.
the Avatar movie is based on those James Cameron's movies. So, you know.
Alright. Hmm. Why the hell not? We could do Swedish history. Really? Yeah, why not? Might as well.
When is Dylan going back?
Dylan? Well, he just left. But Dylan's
No, I
coming
mean,
back.
I mean,
No, no,
what do you look?
back to the US. I don't know.
We can probably
If
do
I
that.
had to guess, probably August. That sounds about
He's
right.
go-
August
he's
or
going. He's going back in August. That late?
no, he's going to the UK on Monday, and then he's coming back at some point around that. Yeah.
All right, makes sense. All right, so switch history next time.
Yep.
That will be next week? Question mark. That depends if I have enough hours left, but I think it is. Well, 3 hours, and I think it's probably time for the end of stream here.
All right.
So that's been fun, everyone. This is Rich Diablo signing off. Bye.
Bye. And goodbye.
And if you see the boogeyman, that's Donald Trump.
And if you see Donald Trump,